Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. First of all, I wish you a great start to the weekend. Yeah, maybe spend some time away from the chart, but not too much, right? Come back, come back and yeah, come back and watch the videos. No, joke aside, of course, relax, enjoy the weekend, and Monday will be too soon anyway, right? So yeah, time is running. So anyway, let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. It was certainly an interesting week. I think next week will be very interesting. We might get a bit of a pullback. Certainly, I would expect volatility. For now, the pullbacks have been shallow since the market started to rally on the 13th of January. I have, however, a 5-wave move up that I can identify. Let me take you through the two bullish scenarios. Current thesis is, and I've been quite clear about that, the current thesis is that a larger degree fourth wave bottomed on Monday, 13th of January, at around $89,250. I mean, that's the assumption, that's the thesis, that's the working thesis. Of course, that can change, right? That can change, but for now, we have to go with the trend, right? We have to listen to what the market is telling us, and for now, the trend is up. And the idea, since we've seen that potential 5-wave move up, the initial signal that was, I think, here, sort of midweek, we said, okay, probably the low is in, or could be, and especially with a 5-wave move up, that 5-wave move extended further. Then, basically adding weight to that thesis. Pullbacks have remained shallow, which again adds further weight to the bullish scenario. And then from the swing low that formed on Thursday, we witnessed another micro 5-wave move up. And the idea was that the market from here should quite directly, move into the first target area. And we arrived there, and that one hasn't changed since Thursday. The price reached this target area, this important pivot, between 104,214 and 106,446. Now, this is not in any way like an invalidation point or anything, but if the market breaks above it in a very decisive way, then the yellow scenario, we will start to rule it out. So in the blue count, we move up more directly and could then reach the next target area here between 113,166 and 118,550. I mean, this is like the next upside target area. Yeah, first target area, second target area. If we break above this one, we get to the next one. But at the same time, we will just continue to move in the blue count, which should move quite directly up there. Yep, with potentially some pullbacks, but they might be shallow. Now, what is the yellow count? What is that scenario that we can start to rule out then? Well, in the yellow scenario, we can still see this as potentially larger 5-wave move. And there's a risk for a larger pullback or an opportunity, actually. But this will become a bit too long, especially based on the internal structure, if the market breaks above 106,446. I mean, breaking above it is not an invalidation point for the yellow scenario, but it just would add further weight to the blue count, at least based on what I can see. Of course, it's possible that this is turning into an ABC structure, and all sorts of things are possible, but ideally, we are holding now above 99,070. So that's what I communicated on Discord earlier today. As long as we're holding, and that's based on what the video, not based on what the market is doing while I record this video. These levels might change. When they change, I typically give notifications. But as long as we're holding above 99,070, we have to give it that much space. I focus on higher, and I assume we're moving in the blue count. And this would involve a rally into the upper target area over the coming sessions. Doesn't mean it has to happen tomorrow, maybe some point next week. And that would also mean new all-time highs. Now, this would be the blue count, and even in the yellow count, that would be an alternate count, an alternative interpretation. We could be in a bullish count. We could be in a bullish scenario, but short term a little bit more bearish. And it would involve a deeper pullback. And I know a lot of people were waiting for deeper pullbacks and they didn't come. And that's trading. But that still is all in line with the overall idea that we should get to a new all-time high in Q1. So let's see if we get there. I think next week could be quite interesting. The parameters haven't changed much, but for the yellow scenario, I mean, they have been slightly adjusted. For the yellow count, the area between 92,626 and 97,260 USD, they are the relevant support levels if the price breaks below the support area here for the blue wave count. At the moment, yeah, there is a bit of a pullback there, but nothing super clear. Okay, not the clear 5-wave move down. One more low might maybe give us 5 waves down, and then we can say, okay, maybe this wave 1 topped, but we might see some consolidation over the weekend. I guess the movement over the next 24 hours will give us some clarity if we are in a wave 2 pullback. Main takeaway is if there are corrective pullbacks and price action to the downside remains corrective, and we're holding above that 99,000 level pretty much, the focus is directly on higher prices in the blue scenario, which is also very much in line with the bullish scenario on the daily chart that we're still tracking, which should take us ideally in Q1 to around about 130K. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.